Is this thing on?
Yeah, look, I don't know if we're live on Instagram because every time I try and do stuff, it disappears. It's
I
like a
see
whole.
an arrow
You see an arrow?
or check mark. Swoosh.
It says
I didn't get the
swoosh.
notification though.
I don't know if we're playing. But we like everyone else have left X. Because it's we can't afford to pay for people to watch us because it's how we are. It's how we roll.
How are we?
We were doing quite well there for a hot minute. Maybe that's why we weren't allowed back. We're not allowed back there. We can't go back. Evil Genius says no more.
Oh, I thought we elected to leave X.
Mate, I don't know what you elected because these appointees look like a fucking Batman's Rogue Gallery villains fucking crew. Well, we're gonna have evil millionaire Elon Musk and the woman that shot her own dog help to run the country. Yeah, you're not fucked at all. Good luck, America.
Oh, Lord.
Oh dear, loud it down. It's crazy. I just like, let's just pick. Oh, I can hear myself.
I heard you too.
Whoa, I heard my beautiful voice. But he's
Were you
he's
mesmerized by it? Did you want to?
making some interesting picks for sure. It's just like, okay, cool. These people have no idea, no relevance to the point that, to the appointments they're being put into. That's cool. I love that for you. I love that. Let's put news presenters and stuff as like fucking members of your cabinet because that's worked so well in the past. How's everyone's week been? I'm fiery today. Sorry. How are we?
Right?
Vera, you can go first. You're there. You can go first.
My week's been, I don't know. I had Monday off, so I've been slogging through the week. But I did start to put my Christmas tree up. Got the Christmas tunes on in my car. Contemplating buying those little Christmas bulb magnets for my car. I don't know.
Oh my god, me too.
Really? Don't they look cute?
They're so cute. Oh, I have to get some. I saw one on a black truck the other day. I was like, no, it would look so cute on my white one. Like,
well, the one the ad that I saw, it's on a white car, and it's like, yeah, that would look so nice on my white car.
Right? I was like, I have to look it up. I have to get them just for myself, just
yeah, because I love.
I don't even know how much they are. I'll figure it out, but it'll happen.
We can share pictures of our lights.
Yeah. Yeah, my Christmas lights have been up since last year, so.
I have Christmas lights on my banister that never come down.
Sometimes you just have to have a little cheer. I don't hear Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's my week. I got Monday off too. Steve, we can't hear us.
That's all right. I'm just talking to myself.
There you go.
They become occasional lights. They're occasionally there for Easter, occasionally there for Christmas, occasionally there for other things. That's all good. And occasionally they're just bulbs that hang on your front porch, right, Jeff?
Listen,
the answer was that there was just two bulbs working on their lights.
One bulb.
One bulb.
We're gonna spice it up. How are you, Jeffrey?
I just want ambience, okay? Look, they all were lit when I got back, and I'm like, oh, this is too goddamn bright. So I had to go get a chair from inside the house, and I sat there and started unscrewing light bulbs until I figured out, okay, I want one above me lit. That's it. One. I don't give a fuck what any of you think, okay? I don't need anybody's approval.
You don't. No, absolutely.
Bright enough.
You, boo.
I want one light bulb lit because that's the perfect amount of light to sit out there.
The night that I noticed it, I didn't realize it was a choice.
Christina was very confused. She's like, "What? We plugged them in. They weren't working. Now they're working. But something's wrong." It was like a whole drama.
And it was
like
really,
it was crazy.
Well, because he had been using the outlet. He just finished the roof, like right before you guys came. Like we had scaffolding up, everything. Like you should have seen the place up until like right before you guys came.
Oh
It was
my God.
bananas.
I had gotten like on a chair to like plug it into the hanging plug
Mhm.
because I was like, oh well, you have to plug it in here, right? So I'm like reaching, I'm like
Oh my
crazy.
God.
I plug it in and I'm like, why isn't it working? It's not working. I was like, flip the switch. He's like, there's no switch. He's like, if the outlet at the like below the porch was undone. No shit. What was it? Was it the same night? Was it the
I think it was
same
the
night?
same night. I think it was the same
The
night.
same night that all of a sudden the lights were on, and I go, "How are the lights on?"
No, you know what it was? You know what it was? It was that first day we got there, and you're like, lights, rah, rah, rah. And then we went and got lunch, and then we came back, and the lights were on.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was very,
I'm like, no,
Because
he must have
it
plugged
was,
them in. I was like,
you went to get lunch so late it was dark.
no, it was
No, after we came
o'clock.
back.
Yeah, after we came back.
After we came back,
know,
it's all good.
After being in the woods for so long, right, and there's nothing around you, you're used to kind of
Except
like
for
a level or
Bigfoot.
whatever. Yeah. But then you come back, and you go out and you want to sit outside at night, and people are out walking their dogs till 3 a.m.
Waving
like-
at you.
You know what I mean? Like even the
Yeah,
night
it's
we were
weird.
all out there, you and Gia and
Yeah.
Steve and
yeah.
I, like, and there's just people out at all hours. It's like
How dare this be suburbia?
it's just
Yeah.
it's
there's life in the city.
I know, but you know what I
Not
mean?
really
It's
our
like
city,
super
but
bright. You know what I mean? Like it's
Christina's
just I don't-
city.
Yeah. I'm in the burbs over here. I mean,
You always
She
have
actually
bad
has more
driving.
private. She has bushes all around, so she has
Oh.
awesome like privacy.
But at
although
least-
since it is fall, all the leaves are like off the bushes, so now I'm like one big fishbowl, and I
Yeah.
fucking hate it. I fucking hate it.
Look, Jeff, I would take it as a good sign. At least people feel safe enough to walk around at 2:00 in the
Yeah.
morning. That's
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah,
not
it's a
bad,
quiet
no.
neighborhood.
horrendously murdered
Yeah,
or something.
I don't have any. I mean, except for the fact that it's boring. We had that one time there was a SWAT team or whatever, and they had the
It's not
their
boring.
shield, you know what I
Remember
mean? And they were like behind each other and they had their hand on each other. And we're like, get them. And they're like, residents or whatever, come outside with your hands up. Come outside. We were all like, the traffic was stopped. I was going outside bringing people water bottles. You know what I mean? It was an exciting day. We were.
Oh my god,
That is not true, Jeffrey. When I was there for Christmas time, that tree fell on that car.
Well, but there was a storm.
And
you
we
know what I mean? That
heard
wasn't
a
like
big
drama.
boom, and we're like, I don't know. And then we walk out
Listen,
the next morning, and there's
I
a
grew
crushed car.
up in what became like it was a nice Italian neighborhood, but it became like the ghetto. You know what I mean? Like cops were there on the regular, like people were fighting in the street. Later on, this one bitch dragged her husband down the street like with a car. Like I watched my future aunt's sister run her boyfriend over. It was amazing. You know what I mean? There was always something to see. So coming here was just like, oh, well, nothing.
Culture
goes
shock.
on here.
We
It
could
was
give
just-
you that kind of drama, Jeffrey. I'm not going to.
You don't need to worry about this.
Like I said, I didn't hear
somebody over.
I didn't hear one cop car. I didn't hear one ambulance.
No,
I didn't hear
well,
one person scream. Like the whole time I was there, it was
There's
great.
been a couple of times, like one time, 3:00 in the morning, we heard some craziness. Me, Joe, and Missy, like we had our heads out the attic window watching this couple fight. And she's yelling at him, and she's telling him, and he's got a little dick, and he's chasing her with his garbage bags in the car, and they're going down, and then I don't know. Another time there was ambulance and fire trucks, and we all got our heads out the window again. Just checking out with the neighbors early in the morning. It's just not very exciting.
When it happens, it's the best thing. But
And we're all, it's not just
Shut up,
us,
guys.
it's all the neighbors, right? We're all like activating the phone tree, like, girl, get your ass outside. I bring the wine.
There's excitement all
I
around.
don't even know my neighbor's phone number. I know their names so I can say
Are-
hello to them on the street.
When you get a message talking about, bitch, you better get home. A man just fell off the roof next door into your bushes.
It's raining men.
It sure enough was.
Unidentified
God.
falling man. Did you
My
guys have you
neighbor
guys
across
been
the street worked with me for 15 years. I don't know her fucking phone number.
have you guys been
Well, it's because
following
she's a
the
cunt.
the UAP hearing?
The UAP.
Who's she?
hearing.
UAP? I know the aliens are here and they're coming from the ocean.
Oh
not from
yeah,
outer
they've been
space.
talking, but they've been talking about it for a year now.
Yeah, no, the hearings are happening now, and they're like, yes, there is
Yeah,
extraterrestrial life surrounding every military installation in the world.
Wow.
They're trying to make sure we don't fuck it up.
So,
The universe.
Well,
what are they trying to keep us busy from?
they're coming.
Right.
Well, they're coming from underwater. I told you I don't trust the
Election.
beach. I told you I didn't trust the
Those
beach.
octopus have no DNA with any other creature on the planet. Every other creature on the planet has some sort of
Recognizable
shared
DNA.
Yes,
Yeah.
but octopuses do not.
But they are delicious when you crumb them and you dip them in a little sauce.
My aunt and I, we were in South Carolina.
Yes.
We gotten up to leave that one morning, and I went outside and sitting, and I'm looking, and I'm like, "Yo, Ro, come here. What the fuck is that?
Oh,
Shit don't move. Shit like that shooting up out the water, bitch. Do you saw that? I saw it, and shit don't move like what? And then it's going up, down, left, right. There's not. That's not a shooting star. That's not a plane. What the fuck is moving like that? And then there would come another one, and then let's go. Huh?
there we
And
go.
it's like, all right, bitch. Okay, well, ain't no, who you gonna tell, right? Like what?
Right.
Okay, you know what I mean? It's a fun story to tell at a party when you're drunk. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes. Yeah.
what are you? The fuck?
But they're getting
You know,
really
it's
specific.
not-
They're getting really specific. Apparently, there are former government employees that are on compensation because they have been injured by interactions with
The extraterrestrials.
and their craft. I'm like, imagine being on that government fucking stipend. Yes, I can no longer work,
All
but I
right.
can't tell you why. And I start to
Just
float.
spitballing here. What if this is
Volunteer.
District 13?
I know, right?
Can
Who would
I
take
sign
a
up as
light?
Tribune?
Who wouldn't take a light anal probing for not having to work ever again?
Like, how many zeros are on that check?
I know, right?
Like, I've hung out with fucking Tony, so if I can take Tony, sign me up for the aliens, okay?
Yeah.
Tony!
Well, I'm sure there's not that many zeros on that check. Unfortunately, I bet it's just a percentage of whatever they made in the service. So
Phone
you won't get
home.
rich taking the alien probe. You might have
Is it a
fun.
good time?
Just gotta keep
Can I
taking Mendy.
fucking... Is there a little telekinesis afterwards? What do you get?
Yeah,
You know
you
what I
get
mean?
You get floated up in the air. Oh, well, see them. Is all of this
That
a
used to be
lie?
my
Did we float
childhood
up in the
fear.
air? No, no.
That was my biggest childhood fear, was being abducted,
Getting abducted by
aliens.
aliens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Really?
Well, because what do you... There's
Mine
no
was
fucking
falling
coming
in
back
quicksand.
from that.
I had.
Who's
I had.
saving you?
I was
Right.
scared of vampires.
I was like a
Okay,
quicksand person.
vampire,
Like, I was
garlic,
afraid that, like,
wooden steak. There's answers to
Silver.
that.
dreams.
Silver.
Might
Who
come true.
the fuck is
Ready.
saving you from a spaceship?
Right?
Nobody.
Still to this day, if they fucking take you, who's coming to save you?
You better hope
NASA.
you have not upset Sigourney Weaver. That's all I'm
NASA's
saying.
coming.
She that motherfucker don't have a spaceship. She ain't coming to get
She's
you.
not coming.
She's not fucking Ripley.
You don't know that. You don't know
Yes,
that. When
I
push
Wait,
do.
comes,
who was the astronaut that was up in space for like 161 days?
oh, that bitch was crazy. Too.
He don't got one that coming to Mars,
Her.
motherfucker.
Yeah, they wouldn't even go
Yeah,
pick him
we'll
up. He's
make-
not going to
we'll
go pick
figure it
Jeffrey up.
He coming to get us.
You'll get caught. We'll
We're
get you.
on our motherfucking own.
Okay, we can't live without you. So.
And you don't
I-
speak the
bitch,
language.
Signs. I didn't sleep forever after watching that motherfucking movie.
Really? That is such a
That,
stupid
to this
fucking
day,
water.
that motherfucking movie terrifies the living shit out of me.
Just make sure you have a cup of water next to your
That
bed.
that fucking stranger
Fine.
shit. Why us? Because you were home.
Because you're
Get the
home.
fuck
Oh, that I
outta
don't
here.
like. Yeah, that
terrible.
was not a good movie. That was a
Because they're
terrifying
watching
movie.
That was
like
great.
we're a fucking ant farm.
It's
Look at
terrible.
the ants building.
Right.
their
What was it?
homes
That
in
was
their corner.
what was it? Stephen King, right? Under the Dome or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, under the dome. Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you. No.
Jeff's not down for the aliens.
No.
How,
No.
but how depressing after we've had all of this like media that the aliens are like these big things with mouths shooting out that they're going to be the snorks.
That
Remember
would
the
be
snorks?
depressing. I love
Sing
that.
along with the snorks.
Snorks.
It's like, I don't know. What?
The storks under
Yeah,
the sea.
Christina's like, too young, don't know the snorks.
I don't-
It's all
I
right.
know
You said you didn't like show
I know the
tunes, Jeffrey.
Smurfs.
I love a good theme song.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
The snorks are like the Smurfs from under the ocean, if that helps. They got a little plooper.
The little
their
thing
head.
at the top.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. I didn't know that was a snork, but yes, I know
that's a
exactly
snork,
who
baby.
you're
So that's
talking
what
about.
I think that's what we're dealing with. So what? You just shove something in its hole and it dies? Is that right?
Yeah, right.
Apparently not, because we got people on disability.
Yeah. Who knows?
Okay,
Say the
next.
future is so
Okay,
bright.
can we please get the noozles? I need Blinky. Can he be real next?
I want the. Do you know what I want? If we're having a real life fucking cartoon come to life, I want the gummy bears to come to life. Remember them?
Bitch, shut the fuck
Bouncing
up.
here and
They're
there and
everywhere.
everywhere. They drink a little juice and they just fucking
We
bounce,
are the
bounce, bounce, bounce,
gummy
bounce, bounce, bounce.
I don't know. I was a fucking Care Bear kid though. Oh, and Rainbow
Yeah.
Bright, bitch. Fucking
I was
Rainbow.
Care Bear.
just thinking
Oh.
Care Bears.
Oh look,
100% Care Bears.
And
Care
I
Bears
guess-
and Tweety Bird.
no one would be that upset if My Little Ponies were real, but like the '80s ones, not the
How
new
about
ones.
Strawberry Shortcake? Can we get her
Oh,
to
she-
like call that
she'd
bitch
get
out?
eaten, I
That's
reckon.
so cute.
She'd
See
get
how
eaten.
She-Ra?
People like,
Let's
smell
fucking
Hello,
call that
Kitty.
bitch.
She-Ra. We can go
How
with
she
She-Ra.
done? Yeah.
Hello,
She-Ra, She-Ra. Hello, Kitty. No, she don't have a mouth.
Karobi? Is that what the
Ooh.
frog's
The
name?
Popples? Can we call Jem?
Popples,
See
yeah.
how she's doing. Let's get Synergy up in here.
showtime, Synergy.
Mhm.
That should be our new. That should be our new intro. We wouldn't get done for like fucking copyright at all. It's all good. We live.
Not at all.
All right. Well, it is so Showtime Synergy. Tim's not here. I was about to say the shaking bosom of Katrina A. Johnson isn't going to change anyone on the panel today, but you know, we live.
Hot load of hot topics.
It's there's a lot going on.
I know.
A lot going on. A lot of it's quite depressing. So where should we start? No, just for fun.
Whatever you want, you pick.
That's for funsies. Okay. So monkeys. What the? Like if it's not the aliens
They
are coming,
still
and
haven't
apparently
caught all the fucking monkeys.
these monkeys have just
Look at them,
escaped.
There's still 18 monkeys at large.
18 that's you don't think that that's a lot of monkeys, but they're little monkeys. That's a lot of monkey. Like that's a lot
There
of
were
monkeys
43 to start with.
per head. Like they're little
That's
tiny
a lot of
ones.
monkey.
That's a lot of monkey. Like I
Who
imagine.
didn't fucking lock the gate? Like what?
Oh, an
happened here?
intern. It was an
It
intern.
was an intern.
Can you imagine? Worst first
Yeah,
day on
an
the job ever.
intern. Sure, it was an intern who was
Free
just
the
trained
monkeys!
and didn't know how to lock a gate. Didn't know that the government wants them not to get out.
How
I
about they probably watched a number of people do it and figured out how to do it themselves.
Either that or Amy came and she was like, "Bad gorilla, bad gorilla." Did anyone sing Congo?
No.
Who hasn't seen?
Bad gorilla, bad
I've never
gorilla.
What
seen
the
Congo.
fuck are you doing with your life?
Who? Me?
No, this bitch over there in the corner.
Christina's never seen Congo. Christina, Congo was a
Describe it
movie.
to me.
Congo
I'm
was a
really
movie that
getting
came out in the
concerned about
90s,
you.
and it was about so they had a monkey, a gorilla called Amy, and she talked by sign language, but they tricked her out so she actually spoke, and they went to the Congo to find these other monkeys, but they were like real bad, like evil monkeys, and she's like, bad gorilla, and Tim Curry was there going, hello, in the corner for some reason. Great movie.
Definitely.
Pre-stroke.
I've seen Soylent Green.
That's people.
people.
Literally. I don't care about that. That's people. That's people. But imagine, can you imagine? This sounds like a Florida story, but it's not. How do you get the people of South Carolina feel just walking out their door and there's fucking monkeys go, hello?
You can't look at your door. Weren't they told to like stay inside?
Shelter in place.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's too late. I think that by the time you make the announcement,
Shelter in
those
place,
monkeys
there's
are in your
monkeys on the
basement.
loose.
Those monkeys,
I
it'd be like
just-
that cobweb man that we talked about a couple of weeks ago. You know how you're like, I'm sure there's something in this house, and you think it's some like serial killer. No, it's just a batch of spider monkeys going. That's not cute.
But talk about sowing public confidence. Shelter
Right,
in place.
yeah.
Make sure your doors and windows are locked. Shelter in place.
Yeah. There's nothing to be worried about, but don't leave your house.
Don't let them in your house. They're only little though.
Don't go
Like
near them.
it's not like
Oh
they're
my God.
chimpanzees.
Bite your
Did
face
you
off.
not watch Monkey Trouble?
But it's not like they're chimpanzees.
I
It looks
watched
like
Dunstan's
hit it with a
Day
phone
Off.
book.
Dustin checks in.
Dunstan
Checks in.
checks in.
Hit 43 monkeys with the phone book. You're not taking
Yeah, but they're not all going to hang out together, surely.
They still are. They escaped
Dunstan
together.
check. Dunstan's Day Off. Christina's
Fucking
great.
baby, stay out. Dustin checks in.
Yeah. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Maybe fucking lay off the weed.
Maybe we need to do a list of 90s movies. 90s movies that need a rewatch. We'll put Congo at the top.
She is
Maybe-
the baby. She's younger than the rest of us.
Yeah.
She's fucking 37.
The baby.
So maybe we should watch it for assigned seating Congo, and make Christina watch the whole thing. Could you imagine?
Bad gorilla.
Bad gorilla. Amy says bad gorilla.
No
Left.
fucking bad Christina.
Bad Christina. Bad.
The fuck.
It's bad. All right.
And then
How do we
they not
feel?
afford fucking cable on the island out there? What? Fucking, they
How
just
do we-
watch Jaws over and over?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
don't. That's
Fish?
Jaws is
How do we
sensitive.
feel
Jaws.
about?
How do we feel about Martha Stewart cock blocking Drew Barrymore? Did you see this?
Martha Stewart.
She's like, no. Physically push her away. Physically
So-
push her away.
Here, I've
Drew
been
is
watching this.
strange.
Did you watch the documentary?
No, I
Martha?
haven't
No,
yet.
I haven't seen
It's
it.
on my-
Martha, no.
watch list.
Fucking fantastic. I love
it?
this bitch, but she is a bitch.
Right?
Oh, God, yes.
Like
She is.
she's all
She
like in the
is a bitch.
documentary, like, girls, if your man cheats on you, leave him. But now, mind you, I had an affair on my husband before, but he didn't know about it, so it didn't count. And then she's like, he cheated on me, so he's a fucking asshole. Bitch, she just admitted you cheated on him first. The fuck?
Martha's a hoe. She talked on through that interview. She did talk about having got some the night before.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's just, you know what I mean? Like, she's just a walking fucking hypocrite.
She like came unhinged after jail. I think like jail really.
Oh no, I think she's
Something
always
to
been
her.
a little.
Yeah.
No, do you know what I think it is? I think jail made her say, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
she
she-
said
her brand-
exactly.
Her brand was so her brand was so carefully
Prim and
curated with her
proper, yeah.
white sale. The white sale.
Yeah.
The white
Yeah.
sale. And now she's hanging out with Snoop Dogg, like
She's
fucking smoking,
unapologetically her.
getting titties out. Like
Yeah.
she's like,
yeah,
you know
she
what?
doesn't give a
I
fuck
am
anymore.
a self-made, strong woman. Everyone can suck
People
my
are gonna
ass.
love me no
I gotta
matter
tell
what
ya.
the fuck I do.
If Drew Barrymore were getting in my face like that, I might push her away too.
Yeah.
completely
I
agree.
think the fucking heat on Drew is like way, like, ridiculous. Everybody's
Drew,
giving her
I
too
like
much
Drew.
shit.
I
If
like
you're
Drew,
going on her show,
but she's a
you
little
see
weird.
how she sits.
Yeah.
You see how she is with the guests.
Yeah.
Don't fucking go on the show. Like,
Right. If you don't
she's
want to be
intimate
touched.
with the guests.
Mhm.
You know what you're getting into. If you don't like it, don't fucking go on the show and promote your shit. Go somewhere else.
Agreed.
Like, that's who she
I-
is. And if you don't like that, don't fucking watch.
I
just
just said that she's a little too close. She doesn't. I'm not bad,
I never-
Drew.
I never
Oh,
picked
God.
Drew Barrymore to want to be Oprah though. Like
Oh, yeah.
that was a weird COVID pivot. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm doing a random talk show and now I have like toasters at Kmart, or not Kmart, at Target and Walmart. It's like,
Walmart.
I want a Drew Barrymore Walmart toaster, a bagel, like that specific. I want
The
a
air
Drew
fryer is
Barrymore
really cute.
Walmart bagel toaster.
I would
And
buy it.
people rave
I would
about
buy
a
it
crock
too.
pot.
So cute.
There you go.
I
No,
trust
she knows.
Drew.
She knows what
I
she's
do
doing.
too, right?
She knows
She's off
what
the
she's
drugs.
doing.
She's doing
Okay?
great.
She
I don't
knows.
know what it has always been about her, but I've always felt there was something authentic, right? Like she was always kind of messy and like whoever she really was, right? Like that's
Yeah.
who she is, right? Like
Right. She's not polished.
no.
Yeah.
Right. She's
so
real.
I think that's what's appealing to a lot of people about her.
I mean, when you do a blow at 8 years old at Studio 54, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What else is there to do? Like, here, buy
mean,
my
and-
toasty, you hoe.
And you flashed
Like-
your boobs to Dave Letterman on his 40th birthday.
Yeah.
And
Remember Poison Ivy? Ooh.
Wait, right now or no? I'm kidding.
that's the part that I actually really like about when she interviews people is that it's messy. It's not polished. It's not some bullshit thing. She talks over them. She's asking like messy questions. It's not something you're going to see on every other fucking talk show when they ask the same 4 fucking questions over and over. I don't care. I ask something fucking interesting and different, and she does.
And she does,
She-
but
she
let's
asked Martha if she's still getting any. And Martha
Right.
said,
Let's
yeah.
let's rephrase that. How are you in general with people that are a bit of personal space breakers in your real life?
It depends who it is.
So, do we think, like in the grand scheme of things, Martha Stewart and Drew Barrymore probably don't know each other that
Right.
well? It is a little intense to be like, I'm going to hold your hand and look deeply. But see, that's what I don't back down from that challenge. Like, oh, I fuck you right back. I don't care. Like, I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm not doing this I'm not doing this intimidation thing. I fuck you right back.
I get very uncomfortable with like eye contact. I mean, I can hold eye contact with you if I'm talking to you, obviously, but like if I don't know, like that, like deep intent, like nah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I would
when, like-
probably say, please step back.
Yeah, I mean, even when my husband comes up and like wants to like cuddle on me, and I'm like I don't want to hug. I don't want to I don't want you to nuzzle. Like no, I always get off me. Like it's just I don't want to be touched. That's all I say.
Get off me.
I don't want to be touched. Like it's enough.
I don't
Enough
mind
right now.
touch. I'm not saying that. I mean, my inner circle can touch me, but if I don't know you and you're not my patient, you know, if I don't know you and you're not my patient, I don't want you taking my hand and looking into my eyes, you know.
Right? It's weird.
Right.
If I
I just
touch
think
like a
it's
manager, I'll look at her in the eye.
I'm an
I did-
anti-toucher, and
Wait,
going on that show, you know what you're getting into. So I'd like you do it.
And it's also Drew Barrymore, and we're normal
I
people.
haven't
And
seen
we'd be
Drew
like,
Barrymore enough to form that kind of opinion, you know. but
Yeah.
I would hug
I
her.
worked
If
during
you,
the day.
like, when I know that I'm going somewhere and I know like, oh fuck, okay, this bitch is a hugger. I know what I'm getting into, right? I just accept it.
Yeah.
Like, even though I'm not a fucking person that's like all into that shit, they are, right? So I fucking
He's
suck it up
mentally
and
preparing
fucking
himself, aren't you?
get
Yeah.
touched.
Yeah.
I
You
will
can't plead
fucking hug
ignorance
you.
is basically what you're saying. You're like you
Like-
can't plead ignorance and stuff like that when you know exactly what's
Yeah.
going on. Which
Yeah.
which is
feel
a
like
beautiful segue.
Oh, go ahead.
No, keep going. No, keep going.
No, like, even with my kid, like when she's like in my face and she wants to like be around me, and I'm like, I'm like, all right, back up, like you're too close, and like, or she'll show me something and she'll be like, look, mommy, did you see that? Can you see this? I'm like, you're holding it. I can't. I was like, how the hell am I supposed to see it this close to my face? I said, pull back, like you know, like, oh my
Pull
god.
back.
So it's just, and then I'll say like, I'm just touched out, like, don't touch me. Like,
to cycle
know,
to
that's
cycle
a
way
sign.
back. No, it's not. Well, it's not really. Because
This
to
is-
cycle back to Christine's favorite person and her book, that whole head shaving thing.
Where's my knife?
That whole head shaving thing. She said the reason that she did it is she didn't want people to touch her anymore. She was sick of people touching her all the time. You know, they were doing her hair, doing this, doing that, like, you know, getting fans want a hug, blah, blah, blah. Like, that was her outward sign, her controllable sign to go, no more. Like, I have
Well,
to do something that dramatic
That's
to
kind
go.
of sane washing the incident that appeared on many cell phones and included a pretty public breakdown.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's how extreme her reaction had to be for it to actually happen,
Yeah.
because she didn't have
Next
the
week I
power
won't
to
have
go.
hair.
Yeah, it's like, see you later. We're gonna make a great scene in a movie one day, though. Like, get that Oscar ready. But yeah,
Yeah.
as I was saying, you
It's
can't plead
pretty
ignorance, even with Britney.
horrific.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad that. I mean, that whole thing, really.
Yeah, we won't dwell on Britney. It makes Christina angry.
It's fun.
Speaking of someone that's making people angry, this is relevant to our recent history as well.
I know.
Scherzinger has put her pointed foot into a little bit of trouble, and now the Broadway community, after embracing her, has turned their back on Nicole. They say, no more.
What the hell did it say?
No more. Nicole accidentally,
I wouldn't say
she
accidentally.
says, liked a post by Russell Brand.
She didn't just like
So-
it; she commented.
But she commented on the post. Russell, who is, you know, a comedian, we all know, but also going through several sexual assault and rape allegations at the moment, has found Jesus. Conveniently, it was careless of him to lose him in the
I
first
was
place.
like gonna say I hadn't got the memo that Jesus was lost, but hey.
Yes, but Russell has a red hat that says "Make Jesus Great Again," and Nicole Scherzinger put up a little post saying, "Where do I get this hat?" Literally the day after the election. Ouch. For those that aren't familiar with Nicole and her, you know, rise to fame, lead singer of the Pussycat Dolls, huge advocate for LGBTQIA plus people, all that kind of stuff. But apparently, the more that comes out about her, anti-abortion, secret Trumper. So people are now having a little bit of a disconnect with the brand and the belief. And I feel like this is going to be something that's going to happen a lot more now because, you know, social media is in control of bettering America or whatever. Everyone's, like we always say it, we put our thoughts and opinions out into the universe and think nothing of it. But it doesn't take people long to go back and go, well, on this date, you said this on this post here. Rah, 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 rah. Is that something you should be concerned about? We should be concerned about? Or is it something that we just have to live with now because it's happened, it's there, it's done?
I've been concerned about things that have come out of my mouth. You know,
yeah.
there have been times that I've said something that I thought I said too much, or maybe I didn't say enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this to just bring this back to Nicole. Her performance was one of the finest I had ever seen. But it does make me sad to hear this about her. You know?
Yeah.
You know, especially for somebody who works in theater. The theater community is so tightly interwoven with the LGBTQIA, you know? And so many people in the community are feeling threatened and fearful. And, you know, to have somebody in their midst who claims to be an ally cheering on the side that you think is Darth Vader, you know, it's got to be.
But also, let's play devil's advocate. Are her personal beliefs really relevant to anyone else if she's just doing her job? Like, her job is to go and say these things.
free speech, but she was clearly hiding them.
Well,
Yeah.
What do we really know? That she
Well, people are
asked
going
for a
back and
hat?
going back, but it's the implications of the hat. In this day and age, there's never
She likes
nothing's ever
Jesus?
black and white. Yeah, exactly. But
Right, but
the
it's
fact
still
that it was a MAGA based hat, and people then dug backwards and went, yes, she like voted for she voted for Kamala Harris, but there she's anti-abortion. People can be more than one thing.
Oh yeah.
And I think we're still in this I think it's just really piss poor timing that this has happened to her, which is just the story of this girl's life.
If you become what you hate the most, you're just as guilty. So if you become the lynch mob now that starts going after people because you think you know what they now believe.
Well, we've had this discussion about being too woke. We've all had this discussion here in this.
So to me now, if we go after anything people like or anything they comment, we're everybody's fucked, right? Because God knows if you go back to the beginning of this motherfucking show, things that we all said,
and we're gonna have to. More on
you know
that
what I
later.
mean? Like
more on that later.
Jesus Christ, the things that I said in my 20s are not things that I would say today in my 40s, right? Like,
Right.
I've grown up. I've changed as a person. I've evolved as a human being. And my views on things have changed.
But you're also not hiding that either.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, and I don't care. And people can't. And this, but I also feel this for everybody, right? Like you have to allow people to change and grow as human beings.
Absolutely.
And if you don't, fuck you. Like you're the fucking problem.
I believe that the problem is that she was representing herself in one way and acting.
And it may not necessarily be authentic.
You can love Jesus and also support gay people.
Yeah.
You can want a hat that says "Make Jesus Great Again" and love gay people.
Yeah.
You can be friends with Russell Brand and know him to be a good person to you, and maybe not believe the fucking things that have been reported because he was your friend.
Right.
Yeah, and you can also
that was the point I was trying to get
at. Abortion and still love gay people.
Like, I think it's just really poor timing that the whole country was so divided. Like, not only not that divided, obviously, but that we'd just gone to this highly contentious debate about what direction America is going in, and then this kind of slips out of the woodwork for her. It's like, oh, ouch.
I get it. I get it. Everybody's sensitive, but like, if we fucking start doing this, it's going to rip everybody apart. We're not going to solve anything. Everybody's just going to fucking
This is the division.
Everybody.
It's the divisiveness.
But it's just fucking evil against it's everybody. Like the fucking blues, to me, that just makes me sick with everybody. Both sides fucked up. Like, because that makes the fucking blue side just as bad as the fucking red side, because it's just a fucking witch hunt on both sides. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
But we've talked about this. There is a point where you are too woke. If you are 70 years old and you mess up somebody's pronouns, you do not deserve to be kicked out of the club. And
I'm sorry, but even if you've known somebody for fucking 40 years is one thing, and then they fucking change and you fuck up, give me a fucking break.
Just like cut them out of your life completely.
Like, everybody's human. Like, jeez.
Everybody is human. There's some commonalities that are like, I can't believe this is a bit of a 1-2 punch. So Dave Coulier revealed the other day that he has stage 3 cancer. James Van Der Beek, a couple of days earlier, has stage 4 colorectal cancer, or had stage 4 colorectal cancer. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, what's
We're
happening?
all gonna get it if we live long enough.
Like, what's going on in the world? Like,
yeah, we
not
got
the
shit in
beak.
our food, we got shit in our air, we got shit in our water. You know,
Hasn't Dawson been through enough?
Listen, I'm fine. You're fine. The world's not on fire. We're all okay.
Right.
And
If we
Tony
live-
Todd,
the longer
Todd
we
died as
live,
well.
The longer we live, the more our chances of getting a cancer increase.
I don't want. I've already got family history. It's gonna happen. I'm just like, whatever.
Asshole.
I do, and I am very much.
I have
I'm
a
very
family
much.
history too. I'm
very
there are
much the
things
Chelsea
you do
Handler school.
to
I don't even want to fight a
manage that.
cold. I'm not going to fight cancer. I'm like, peace.
But
Like-
then you continue to get your colonoscopy, and you don't fight the doctor when he says you got to get it done next week.
Colonoscopy. Sexy words. Do you know what's not sexy though?
What?
Porn on children's dolls. Speaking
Well, I'm
of
sure
big.
somebody thinks that's sexy. but
Speaking
hey.
of big
This
intern
sounds hilarious.
whoopsies, I think this is so funny. It's amazing. If there's not like, it's the best promo for Wicked they could ask for, really. Like, they're everywhere crying. I'm a bit over that. Oh, I'm crying.
Let's
You're
talk
crying.
about
Let's
the
hold
face of
hands.
that
We'll
doll.
cry. It's like, shut up.
That doll looks like Ariana Grande after somebody just said Pete Davidson's here and he wants to be friends. Look at that face. Put that picture up again.
It's like,
Oh, that's
Leave-
freaking funny.
leave
It does look
leave
like that.
Ariana
Jennifer
alone.
Coolidge dressed up as her
I
for
think that was
Halloween.
more a rip on Pete Davidson, but hey.
Pete Davidson's
Yeah.
looking good. He's got his tattoos. Some of his tattoos laser removed. He was on SNL. He's looking all right. He's got his shit together.
Well,
Good on you,
we'll
Pete.
see.
But, so for those of you that aren't looking at the picture, there's there's some controversy in the camp of Wicked, which we're all about to get engulfed in a couple of days because the movie comes out. The press tour is happening now. In case you haven't seen the stars crying and holding hands every 5 seconds. The website that is supposed to lead people to the movie website actually leads to a porn site. Apparently, Tim's investigated that for us. And he can.
And he's not here to tell us about it.
I thought for sure that he would be the one to give us a deep dive on this one. But these dolls have been pulled from the shelves like instantly. So can you imagine how valuable the ones that got sold are going to be? Because
Yeah.
they are first edition with wrong shit on the packaging. One of the comments on our page said that they someone went and grabbed some because they worked third shift as a nurse, and they all of them went and kind of grabbed some and bought some, so they had them to sell
Oh
on
my
and
God.
sell up. That's smart, people.
That is smart.
That is some smart stuff. I remember as a child when Ninja Turtles came out. Remember when Ninja Turtles took over the world?
Mm-hmm.
My
Yes.
dad was working because my grandmother used to be a cleaning customer service manager, and they were doing a big job in Kmart to get ready for all the people to come. So Dad went and took one of each turtle and hid them elsewhere in Kmart. So when the store
that he
opened,
can go by.
yeah, it was jingle all the way. He went straight and just went, "Yep,
Actually,
I had Ninja Turtles."
when
I thought
Tickle Me
you were gonna say
Elmo
Dad
came
sold them
out,
for a profit.
No,
yeah,
which
I
one?
should have. When Tickle Me Elmo came out, I was working at Babies
Ugh.
R Us, and we would if my manager said if you want one, you have to wait till we open before we open the day of. We couldn't buy it the night before because if we rung it up, they would know that it was purchased or something. So she was like,
Embargo. No.
yeah, she's like, before we open the day of, that we can sell it. She goes, that's when you can buy it. And I bought one for my niece because it was 11 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
And Tickle Me
Oh my
Elmo, there was a big
God.
underground racket for Tickle Me Elmo and all that kind of stuff. Remember? That
Oh
was
my
good.
God, it was insane.
I also
Insane.
love that old footage of people getting physically violent over Cabbage Patch dolls. That always makes me happy. I'm like,
Cabbage Patch doll.
cute. There hasn't
It was
been a
worth it,
craze
though.
like that. Oh, the Stanleys. That was it. Everyone was losing their shit over Stanleys for a while there. But there hasn't
Yeah,
been
but
that
that's not
kind
a
of.
game.
I know there hasn't been that kind of kids craze in a long time because we're instant
Furbies?
gratification. Yeah,
Like,
but I'm talking in
huge.
the last 10 years. I don't think there's been anything.
Teddy Ruxpin. Does anybody
Teddy
remember
Ruxpin
Teddy
was the
Ruxpin?
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch, that was my
Ruxpin.
favorite. And then they had the cartoon videos. Yes, ma'am.
Did you have...
Ruxpin.
My friend had Teddy Ruxpin and the caterpillar, and you plug the cord in and they talk to each other.
Oh, what
Oh.
about
That was-
glowworm?
Oh, glowworm. Soft body, hard head. Ouch. I've been hit in the head with a
Yeah,
glowworm.
very hard head.
I've been hit in the head with a glowworm. That motherfucker hurts.
Oh yeah.
It's
I have an older brother.
of course I've been hit by a glowworm. I have an older brother.
Going through a
Oh,
fucking
dear.
wall.
Okay. Should we have a little judgment on other people's lives? That'll be fun for us.
I love it.
Don't we all?
We
Yes.
love it. Here we go. So this story, as always, comes to us from the bowels of Reddit and by the arsehole thread. It's always supplied by Jeffrey Emmett, so you know. I'm gonna try it. I'll try and shorthand it as much as I can. It's kind of long. My boyfriend's ex, 30-year-old female, got in my bed with my boyfriend, 30 male, but he recorded it to show me, 25-year-old female. Nothing happened. How do we overcome it?
Why was she in the bed? What was the reason?
Well, do you want me to go
Can I
into
like
it?
synopsis it? Can I quick?
Yeah.
Can I quick
You want to
this
synopsis it?
crazy
Thank you.
Fucking shit. Okay. So I read the whole motherfucking thing. I
It's
think
long.
it's absolutely ridiculous. This chick says that like her boyfriend and her just moved in together, but he has like this crazy ex who he's still really good friends with, and they dated for I don't remember how long, whatever. But like she's like basically going through withdrawal for this asshole, right? And he keeps feeding into it. He says, "Oh well, we're just friends. We're just friends. We're just friends." And this girl believes him that they're just friends. She goes out. She doesn't go out. I'm sorry. She slept at her parents' house one night because she's still moving all of her shit to the new apartment. She said that she noticed a ring notification came up, and the girl was at her new house with her boyfriend, and she tries to call this boyfriend, tries to text said boyfriend, and boyfriend doesn't text back. But she knows that girlfriend is there, or that girl is there, and she starts fuming. The next day, because then she checks the inside camera. They have an inside camera. That was turned off. Okay? Turned off! So anyway, he says that he recorded the whole thing, just them sleeping, and they were in the bed. He gave her a kiss on the forehead. He was giving her hugs, but nothing sexual happened. First of all, I want to know, when did he start recording?
Right.
It's all such bullshit. You are not friends. Like this is so much bigger. How did she know that girl was not there that night? Because he fucking told her. That's why. Hey, girlfriend's not home. Come on over. I'll turn the Wi-Fi off. That way she can't access the Ring cameras. Great. Sounds awesome. And then I'll conveniently turn it back on when we're in the bed together. And that way she doesn't see that we just fucked in the living room and we can sleep in the bed together. Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
totally
fuck you. What a
mind.
fucking fool, this fucking guy. He's
No.
a fucking
I think-
narcissistic.
Solely platonic, then she sleeps her fucking ass on the goddamn couch.
She doesn't sleep at all. She sleeps outside on the goddamn porch. Are you fucking kidding me? You're not letting this bitch in my fucking house? Are you like, no. No
Kissing
fucking way.
her on the forehead?
Yeah, the second I saw this
In
bitch
the
pull up,
bed?
I would have fucking drove back home. Fuck my shit at my parents' house. I don't give a shit. I'm coming back home and I am breaking her fucking legs. Get out of my house. What are
Break
you
his
doing?
fucking legs too.
And his,
Yeah.
exactly. And his. Fuck him.
That should
Fuck her.
have been the
Oh, man.
warning sign to start with. I think that if you break up someone, I'm not saying that you can't be friends with an ex, but if she's this crazy ex, you know, as the story says, then isn't it on his part crueler to keep engaging with her Like,
He's engaging
you know,
with her for his own
I know, but I'm
gratification.
just
Fuck that.
saying
Yes,
that in
his
general.
ego is too fucking small, so small to let this bitch go. He needs her so that he could feel so good about
But
himself, and he's
that
so
should
worth
be a
it. It's
warning sign.
Ew.
That should be a warning sign in itself,
Correct.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Anyone
Oh, so
that
bad.
has
You
that
know
kind
what?
of
If it
relationship
looks
with
like
an
a
ex is
duck
like,
and it quacks like a duck, it may not be a duck, but it's a fucking fowl.
hey, clicks video. It's
No,
just like
it ain't happening.
anyone that talks excessively about their ex when you're on a date or something, like, oh, get me out of here. I don't want to
I've
be
never
part
had
of
that.
this
And if
show.
it ever happened, I would just be like, wow, you seem
It
to
just,
really care about this person.
I've had it
It should be
happen, and it just
exploring
makes me go,
someone
all right, well,
else's
this is a waste of time. I totally disengage. I'm like, well, this is a waste of time because you're spending the time you should be getting to know me.
Unfortunately, it took me a hot minute to figure that out, and I went with a couple of those guys. But
I would.
Oh, God, no. Fuck that.
It's just like, yeah, but her being in the house, like, yeah, without,
no,
it's like, no, leave.
no,
Get that.
shit.
Actually, don't even leave. Just light a match while they're both sleeping in
After
the bed
2
together.
Yeah.
years, like
Gasoline.
2 years.
2 years they were together?
Clearly, it
Yeah.
hasn't been 2 years because she still knows how to push his buttons, and he's still letting her.
Yeah, exactly. It's codependency at its best. It's like, come on, seriously. Maybe they deserve each other. So you should have epoxy sealed every exit closed. Flicked little match under the door and went, bye. Enjoy.
2 fucking years they've been together. 2.
I just
Ain't no
no.
fucking way.
No.
but
And she's put
I'm
up with
sure,
this for 2 fucking years, too.
I'd have Carrie Underwood.
but that's
in his
also
car.
that's also
That's on her.
kind of pathetic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You
Like,
could find somebody so much
if
better.
I
Like,
was
what are you
with
doing?
someone for over a year and they're still talking about their ex, I'd be like, you know what?
Right.
Go lick
Yeah.
a PowerPoint because you're
Take
giving
me.
me the fucking shits. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, have a little self-respect and go, you know what? Your focus is obviously not on me and building a life with me. You're hung up on this hoe that's like, crazy. Why are they always crazy too? She could be the sane one, and this guy's just a fucking sociopath, gaslighter, fucking weirdo. That
Yeah.
But still, if you know that he's in a new relationship, that makes you just as guilty.
Oh, absolutely.
Whether you care or not,
If he cheats
whether you care or
on
not.
her with you, he will cheat on you with someone else.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
They don't change.
Nope.
They don't change.
Why'd you cheat?
Unless Jeff says they changed.
So look, I think you can. I think you can mature. You can mature, but you have to acknowledge that I was a fuckwit. Like you don't go, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. She's the crazy one.
Look.
There's nothing wrong with me at all. She's crazy. It's not like you can't go, oh yeah, we had a very unhealthy relationship together, and through that relationship, I've grown and learned X, Y, and Z. That's the conversation you have. You don't go, oh, I'm fine. She's crazy.
Right.
It's like, yeah, you're also a cock smoking fucking asshole by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
He needs the John Wayne Bobbitt treatment. Isn't that just poetic that,
Yes.
she cut off his cock and then he was like, yeah, I'm going to be a porn star. And then other bits of him just started falling off. It's just like, that's Schadenfreude at its best. That's karma served very late. It's just like, I bet you Lorena's just like, the gift that keeps on giving. My disposable husband. It's like, whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, there goes another finger. Bye, John. That happens. It happens. Things fall apart to come back together.
It's true.
Obviously. But yeah, so these people are just... Look, I think they're both fucked.
Yeah. I think she's letting,
She's letting it happen.
she's letting him lead her around.
Pack that shit. Pack his shit up. Piss on everything he owns and just get him gone. Turnabout is fair play, but revenge is so much more fun.
It's usually illegal,
Right?
though, too.
No.
Well, hey, it's their place. It's their place. If she just happens to urinate on everything he owns, and that's just, you never know. That could happen.
That's
People
not
get-
illegal. You can urinate.
People get into
well,
some
you shouldn't
kinky
urinate
shit
on other
behind
people's
closed doors.
stuff, but there's
That's
no
all right.
felony charge associated with that.
For piss. Felony piss. I love it. There's no felony charge, well, yet, on having an opinion either.
Thank God.
And if so, Vera should be very worried.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Vera events. Anytime now. Just waiting on the graphic live TV.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Enjoyable. All right, here we go, V. 3, 2, 1, and
We were talking a little bit at the beginning of the show about Trump's cabinet picks. Then I have one that kind of bugs the shit out of me because it's my field. He nominated Robert Kennedy Jr. to be the Director of Health and Human Services. Really? Robert Kennedy Jr., the guy who stole a bear cub's body from the middle of the road, put it in his car, drove it to Manhattan, and staged a bear crime in Central Park? Robert Kennedy Jr., who found a whale corpse on a beach and cut its head off? Robert Kennedy Jr., who believed that eating raw fish was so healthy that he gave himself a parasite and mercury poisoning. That Robert Kennedy Jr.? Really? Now, everybody says, oh, he's really smart. He went to Harvard. Here's a dirty little secret, kids. If daddy can pay for your tuition, you don't have to be that smart to get into Harvard. If daddy can't pay your tuition and you need a scholarship, that's when you got to be smart. This man, and he started his life with a heroin addiction. I can forgive him that. He cleaned himself up after 14 years. He started to do great things. He was an environmental attorney who fought for water rights, who fought for cleaning up the environment. He fought for residual contamination of the environment. He had a brilliant career in environmental law. If you were going to put this man in any position, it really should be the EPA. That's his wheelhouse. That's where he has the track record. He has no track record in health and human services. In fact, this man has been known to be a peddler of disinformation about vaccines. Now, say what you will about vaccine mandates, but the bottom line is, if you get polio, you are going to end up with side effects. I know people, I'm old enough that I do know people who survived polio and ended up with disabilities because of it. If you get measles, you could end up with lots of different side effects and lots of different residuals from the measles. And all of these childhood diseases that we vaccinate against can kill your children. So you're going to tell the world at large that they don't need a vaccine because they might become autistic? You'd rather have your child be dead than autistic. You know, I'm sorry. This man does not need to be anywhere near Health and Human Services. That little brain worm that he got from eating raw fish has eaten the wrong brain cells, and he can't do this fucking job. What are you going to do? Put Cruella DeVille in charge of Dalmatian Rescue? Really? Are we going to put the coyote in charge of the Roadrunner refugee site? What are you thinking? I know that Trump is planning to do away with the EPA, and he doesn't give a rat's ass about the environment because he plans to drill everywhere. But this man does not belong in Health and Human Services. This man will be regulating my industry with his misinformation and his crazy theories that he has peddled for years. And he's gotten away with it because he knows how to put up a graph, but graphs can lie, and he has enough self-confidence to lie to people. I'm sorry. This is a travesty. Out of all the crazy shit that you could do for this cabinet, putting Robert F. Kennedy in charge of Health and Human Services. Please. We're all fucked.
I love it. I love it. Do you know what I thought, Jeff?
Yeah.
How good a drag name is Vaccine Mandate?
Is that going to be your drag name when you're over here?
A Vaccine Mandate. You know, like a nurse character.
Oh,
I like
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Vaccine Mandate. I like it.
One of the
That's
old
like-
school nursing hats.
I've said this a few times, but I don't know if I've said it on the show. I don't get how there isn't a British drag queen doing a Mary Poppins character called Tuppence a Bag. Feed the birds, Tuppence a Bag.
Yeah, I know.
Brilliant. I mean, come on.
I like it.
All right, we may be fucked, but there's always someone a little bit more fucked, right? What
I hope
the?
so.
Well, there's certainly someone a little bit more tan and crispy. What is with people dying in fucking weird public places at the moment?
All right.
I don't know. This poor fucker.
I got a few thoughts.
Right.
All right,
I want to know how they only noticed him because of the putrid smell on Monday.
Exactly. This is a tanning booth. Somebody should be hosing that puppy down. This is where people sweat nearly naked under hot lights. It is the perfect environment for germs and bacteria.
That just describes Planet Fitness in general, though, right?
Wiping that fucking thing down every fucking night.
So can I say
The other poor woman who died in a corner and nobody found her because it was the weekend. Fucking Planet Fitness is open every fucking day. Are you fucking kidding me?
as a member, not active, of Planet Fitness, you have to sign in and sign out of that fucking tanning bed booth. Like, it's a room that you need a fucking key to. Somebody literally shit the bed on this guy. Like,
and people
I'm sure he did too.
The tanning bed.
Yeah, like, holy fucking shit. Again, just the lack of everything. It's just, oh my god.
You never get the smell of burnt hair out of anything. So can you imagine you're never going to get the smell of him out of there.
Well, I would imagine that there's an automatic shut off on a tanning bed.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
No, but the thing is, wouldn't it? All right, so you would shut it off, but I'm sure that the technology would register that there's someone in there and turn on again, right?
No,
At this point,
I don't think so.
No, there's a button that you have to hit on the outside to set the time, and then you get in, and that's it. And it runs for that amount of time that you're in there for, and then you just get out. The lights turn off automatically.
Oh my god! And his body like extricated all over the fucking tanning bed, and they didn't smell all the shit and everything.
Yeah,
because I'm saying,
what kind of Final Destination bullshit is this?
Right.
It's like poor
somebody is
bastard.
clearly not doing their job at that Planet Fitness.
But I guess this is, and you don't think about it. People die everywhere all the time.
Yes.
You just don't think about it. You don't go, oh, I'm at the Panera. Somebody died there.
Think about how many people die driving their car, and we don't hear about the passengers.
Yeah.
What?
The ones that are screaming.
Yeah.
Because the person that was driving died.
Oh my god.
And then they die too.
So my grandma died in the car.
Was she driving?
No, my uncle was driving her to the hospital, and she kind of just like.
And just went, yeah.
See, it would have been more fun had she been driving, and your uncle was like in the back seat.
I'm sure
not
fun
better for my wallet. But...
oh god, that is dark. But that's who we are.
My uncle, not my grandmother. I love my grandmother to death. No.
Oh dear, we're dark. We're very dark individuals.
You just said that on live air. Say.
That's out there. Yeah, we're all fucked.
Nobody watches this show.
When
somebody's gonna find it when we're 150 years dead.
When
Yeah.
Grand High Marshal when Grand High Marshal
bullshit.
Elon starts
Figure out what
digging
you're
through
talking
social
about.
media on information for all of us, we are going to be in a
Yeah.
lot of danger. That's all
Oops,
right.
there.
Oh well, it's going to be a
They're
fun
coming
ride.
after me.
So I reckon if we've already been incriminated, we might as well just keep talking shit about everyone and keep it even, right?
Oh, about what?
Just everything in general.
Anything.
Fucking
Yeah.
keep the bastards honest is what I say.
Yeah, man.
That's
If
all
they
as
were
honest as they
listening to
get.
us.
As honest as they get. As
And
honest
this,
as
one of the things
Hey.
that keeps me feeling secure in my life is that I remain committed to my own obscurity.
Right. Hey, until we do a post about Jason Kelsey, and then apparently it's all fucking over. Like, who knows? The wacky wheel that we all live
Well,
in
let's get on
continues
it,
to
Steve.
spin. What?
Let's do a post about Jason Kelsey.
Baby, I've been posting my
Didn't
asshole out. Don't even talk to me about it.
He did
Okay?
last week.
Poor
I mean,
Steven is the only one who busts his ass here.
I know.
We're not doing-
Steven is uncensored radio.
He
I'm
is.
gonna make it. I'm gonna
He's
go
real
solo.
nice.
Like I'm gonna go
Mr.
solo.
Uncensored.
Like Janet Jackson. Oh no, bad analogy. Bad analogy.
You show some
Considering her race.
city.
But that's all right.
Miss Chandler, if you're nasty.
Yeah, bitches. And we are nasty, but we'll be nasty next week. We shall see you all again soon. Thanks. Thank you for joining us, Christina, Vera, and of course, Mr. Uncensored Jeffrey Ellett. It's been real. It's been
And
swell, but the
Mr.
swelling's gone
Uncensored,
down.
Steve Chandler.
We are de facto uncensored. We love it. It's all right. We'll see you
Boss man
soon,
Steven
folks.
Chandler.
Boy now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Boy.
Bye-bye. Boy. A lot of names there. Might be time for a bit of a brand refresh.